CubeFit Yoga. Happy to join you all today. If you have not already, please go ahead and roll out your mat. We're going to begin starting on the mat and coming into child's pose. So let's make our way there together. As you come down to the mat, take a minute as you start to settle in. With the arms extended, we're going to take an active child's pose here. And what that means is I'd like for you to reach your hands as far away from the body as you can. Press through the palms and lift the elbows off of the mat. Let the head relax between the arms. And with the belly resting against the legs, the top of the thighs, take a breath in and a full breath out. Let's do that again. Take a breath in. Big breath out of the mouth. One more time. Breathe in. And let it go. From here, see if you can walk the fingertips just a little bit further away from the mat, lengthening out through the side body just slightly. Spread the fingers wide and press into the fingertips here and start to lift the palms off of the mat. So just the tips of the fingertips pressing into the mat here. Lots of length through the right and left sides of the body. Breath in and exhale out. And as you exhale out, relax the arms. Let them fall gently to the floor. Start to walk the hands back, and we're going to bring those hands underneath the shoulders as we shift into our tabletop position here. So from here, tucking the toes, starting to roll through cat and cow. Exhaling as we tuck the tailbone, tucking the chin to the chest, inhaling as we roll and lift. And I'd like to invite you to just begin this movement at your own pace, with your own breath. Inhaling and exhaling and letting the breath guide you. So during our time here today, I thought we would focus on mobility through the spine, creating as much space for our vertebrae as we can. Kind of taking maybe some stress, maybe some tension or tightness that we're feeling in our back, and move through it with movement and breath. And coming into center, engage the core muscles. Pull the belly button in towards the spine and lengthen out through the crown of the head and the tailbone, creating a strong back. From here, take and extend the right arm and the left leg, reaching away from the body. As you exhale now, let's draw in and underneath us, creating that same cat-cow, but now we're just extending through our spine, kind of creating a longer lever. Exhale, pull underneath. Inhale, lengthen. This move bringing in some strength, some stability, some balance into the body. And again, moving with the breath. Exhale, pull underneath. Inhale, lengthen, grow tall and long. Exhale, again, underneath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set the hands and the knees back underneath the body. And take the eyes, look over the right shoulder towards the right toes. And then shift, look over the left shoulder. So we're stretching and lengthening through the right and left sides. Continue looking over the right, glancing to look over the left, feeling a strength and a stretch on the opposite sides. And last one, looking over the left, And we'll come back into center. Re-engage those abdominals if you lost that connection. Belly button draws in and up towards the spine. Left hand and right foot now extend away from the body. Exhale, draw underneath. Inhale, lengthen long. Exhale, draw underneath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. And inhale to lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, long spine. Last one. Exhale. And inhale, reach and extend, lengthening out. Setting the hand and knee back down to the mat one more time. Let's tuck the toes here. Take the hands a little bit wider than the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide. We're going to press the hips back towards the toes and then lift the hips up. Down dog. Pedal out the feet here, shifting right and left. Pressing solid and strong through the palms of the hands. And then from here, we're going to start to walk the feet to the hands to find a forward fold. Now in this forward fold, what I'd like for you to do is bend your knees as much as you can and let the bellies rest on the legs, just like we did in that child's pose. Grab the elbows here and shift the weight right and left. We're going to kind of decompress the spine a little bit here in this fold. Let gravity kind of work its way through the spine in the opposite direction that maybe it has throughout your day today. Release those hands, place them onto the top of the thighs, bend the knees, and start to curl the spine up, slow and controlled. Big, generous shoulder roll, lift your sternum, look up, and bend the knees. Take a big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Grab the hands together here, placing the palms in prayer, wrapping the thumbs, reaching over to the right side, half boon, and back to center, reaching to the left, and back to center. As we come into center, release those hands, elbows come into the bottom rib, cactus the arms, lean back, open the chest, look up, smile. And release those hands, deep, generous bend in the knees. Forward fold again. This time grab that opposite elbow. And again, belly resting on the thighs. Spine decompresses as gravity moves through our vertebrae, opening up some space for us. Letting any heaviness from the day just fall to the floor. Release those hands and start to walk the hands forward, the feet back. Let's find a plank pose here. Holding here, if you need to drop to the knees, go ahead and do so. Deep breath in. Exhale it out and release the knees down. Bending the elbows, keeping them close to the body. We're going to take the torso all the way down to the mat. Big shoulder roll. Inhale, lift into a baby cobra. So little weight. There's only a 17-minute timer. Little weight pressed into those fingertips, elbows close to the bottom rib. Exhale, let the torso come down, tuck the toes, press it back, find your child's pose. That same active child's pose that you started with. The elbows lifted off of the mat, head resting between the arms. Maybe shifting right and left here as well. Start to walk the hands back to the knees and lift the torso up again. Let's take from here, extend the right leg out to the side. We're going to come into that gate pose. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, reach over to that right leg that's extended out. Reach and inhale, lift back up to center. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, back up to center one more time. Exhale, this time we'll hold. So we should feel strength through the core while we're lengthening through that left side. With strength, we come back to center, releasing those hands. Bring the right leg in, extend the left leg out. Inhale the arms up. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back up to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. One more time. Lengthen up. Fold over and hold this time. Deep breath. Keep breathing. Inhale, bring it back up and release those hands. Good. Bringing the feet back in, we're going to take interlacing the fingers behind us, tuck the toes, shoulders roll back, and we lift our torso, our sternum up towards the sky. Little smile on the face. Exhale, release those hands, untuck the toes. Let the torso fold all the way down and just find a gentle child's pose. It doesn't need to be anything dramatic with the arms. We're just going to let the spine curl in into the opposite direction as we started. Walk the hands back to the knees, lift the torso up, tuck the toes again, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift your sternum up as you squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, release the hands, untuck the toes, send the hips back, and just let the torso fall gently into the floor. One more time, and this time we're going to see if the full extension of the pose is available. If it's not, we can continue to find strength and growth in that interlaced bind. So starting with the hands, all of us can start with the hands at the lower, at the hips, the top of the hips, palms pressing into the glutes, and shoulder blades squeezed together. That same sensation with the bind. We press the hips forward and we recline back. So it's a little bit more of a reclining back. You should be able to still breathe and swallow here. If you don't feel that, if you feel a tight sensation in the throat, lift back up and out. We don't want to feel that sensation in the throat. Now, if the full extension is available, then you can reach back for the heels, hips press forward again. And to ease our way out, we support the low back, untuck the toes, hips go back to the knees, and we fold in and down. Deep, relaxing breath there. Good. Walk the hands back to the knees. And for our last little pose of our class together, I'm going to invite you to come into fish pose. So this can sometimes feel like an odd pose for some of us, and that is okay. So if this doesn't feel right to you, then I just invite you to come into just full relaxation onto the mat. But we're going to take the hands, palms flat, and we're going to place them right onto the mat with the fingers facing towards the glutes. Start to let the spine come down with the knees bent, and the elbows are going to support us here. Now, relax the head back towards the mat, towards the floor. And as you do, Oh my gosh, excuse me. As you do, excuse me. As you do, we're going to let the crown of the head reach down towards the floor. And then as you feel comfortable, you can extend the legs out long. Think about pressing the sternum up towards the sky. And this is just a gentle opening of the front side of the body. And we're going to hold here for a moment. My goodness gracious, I'm so sorry about the sneezes. And to come out of the pose, we're going to lift the torso back up very slow. Lots of control to come back up there. All right, so as we come out of that posture, let's go ahead and come into an easy seated pose. Hands placed onto the tops of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back here. Lift the crown of the head up. Take an exhale and let's fold the spine in. Let the torso come down. So anytime that we take our spine in one direction, I want to challenge you to think about taking the spine into the opposite direction. Most of our day is spent curled in, just like this posture here. And what we did today is we spent time curling the spine out and into the right and left. We didn't do much twisting of the spine, but that is also an important movement to incorporate in our day. Let's go ahead and peel the spine back up. Uncross the legs and recross them with the opposite foot in front. Place the hands again onto the knees. Roll the shoulders back, hinging from the hips. Fold in and down. And just let the torso fold into itself here. Relaxing breath. And rolling the spine right back up. And with those hands on our knees, take a big generous shoulder roll back. Close your eyes. Place both hands onto your heart. Pressing the hips into the ground. Feeling that grounded sensation beneath the body. Taking a big inhale into the belly and let it rise into the heart. And exhale out of the belly and out of the heart. Wonderful. Let's take our hands, bring them together. The light inside of me has great respect and honor for the light inside each and every one of you. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for that little spine session. I hope you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Our letter of the day is W. So I hope that you are tracking all of those letters and participating in that wonderful Cupid scramble that Miss Jenny has created for us. And I look forward to seeing you all next week as well. Have a good rest of the week.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. You're welcome. And if you guys have requests or anything like that, you can always send them our way.